Hey, y'all.
Hey. Happy Memorial Day.
It is. I keep thinking today's Sunday.
For real?
I do. I'm so thrown off.
Oh, nah, girl.
And it's a happy birthday to Christy.
Thank you.
She finally, me and her share the same box again.
Yes. Because, you know, Ebony was older than me for like a full, 2 or 3 weeks.
And I hate it every minute. Because she kept trying to call me middle age as if her birthday's literally 9.
I did not call you middle age. I asked at what number is middle age?
35.
But then when I was talking to Chantar, she was like, well, that would mean that
we die at 70?
Yeah. And I was like, but you know, women tend to live longer. So me and Chantar said that middle age would be about 45.
Okay, I can deal with that. But mid-30s is 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm still in my early 30s is what you're saying.
Yeah, last year of the early 30s, you know.
Try to hold on to this youth, girl.
Look, I still look like I'm in my 20s. So.
Try to hold on to this youth, girl.
You know, shoot. So, but yeah, it's just been a good weekend. Good times. You know, Corona, it ain't taking me out.
But Corona is trying to take a lot of people out because I watched the news.
Helping.
I watched the news. Atlanta, Houston, y'all are very interesting people.
And what was the one party?
Chicago? Ozark.
That was Ohio, I think.
That's white people, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they look like sardines in that water.
Yeah.
And every video I see too of like these coronavirus house parties, they end up in fights. So it's like
Daytona, they were fighting out there.
Yeah, now you know Daytona's where my grandma's from, New Smyrna Beach. And so I was asking my cousins, I'm like, so y'all left with coronavirus and getting y'all ass whooped? Like, like how you get coronavirus and your ass whooped? Like, make it make sense.
Right. Y'all are helping Corona do its job.
Oh, are you? Jesus.
I don't understand. It's not that serious to be out.
No, it was, I think that might have been, was that Texas I was looking at earlier today? It was like a house party and them girls fought down in that house. And it was just like, girl, and they finally got the party calm, and it's always one who just can't let the fight go. It's like you probably got your ass whooped, so you want to avenge your ass whooping. Yeah. So everything starts to calm down, and all you see is a bottle of Ciroc just flying through the air. She threw it in the crowd, and the fight breaks out again. And it was because everything you see one girl pick, it's like wigs everywhere. Like she picking up wigs. She had like that, what's that SV vodka? It's Russian.
Oh,
Shveka. They had that bottle, and I knew because it was like this pink and yellow bottle. Because I wonder what flavor that is. Whatever, I see it all the time.
Like pink lemonade or something.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
So the girl picking up. It's really hard to bust bottles. Like, you really can't, to bust a bottle, like, I've literally dropped Grey Goose bottles. I've dropped liquor bottles.
That's like a real, for real assault charge right there.
No, because them bitches do not break. Like, that's why I'm still...
That's like attempted murder, isn't it?
I'm still confused how the Brad didn't, like, kill that girl. And how she managed to bust that bottle over that girl's head. Have y'all seen the glass to liquor bottles? Like, that's not no... When I used to bartend, I've dropped bottles, like, literally on the ground, and them hoes stayed intact.
Because people been watching so many movies, and how, you know, in movies they be like busting the beer bottles and all that stuff. Nah.
Your ass is gonna go to jail. You hit somebody right with a Grey Goose bottle. But yeah, so the one girl start picking up everything. All you see is just wigs and bottles and like glitter, and everything calm down. And out of nowhere, you just see a whole nother bottle flying into the crowd.
That video so I can see
and then the fight breaks out again.
But you know how this all could have been avoided
if everybody stayed home.
Yeah, I mean.
So yeah, and they fought outside again after that. So yeah, I watched that one. I watched like a few fight videos randomly this morning. They were just all on my timeline because people was just like, look at these niggas.
They had all that pent up anger from being quarantined and just
like how you still beefing with somebody and you've been in the house for the month. I haven't had problems with nobody in years, but I seriously don't have no problems right now. Literally nothing is going on. Me, my Netflix, my Hulu. That's it.
Or I don't know, maybe like they've been sitting in the house on social media all this time talking shit to each other.
How?
So now it's like, now I see you.
On site.
Yeah, it's on site. So,
it's on site like on site as an SIGHT or SITE?
SITE means
if you see them at a location.
Yeah.
Site is if you see them, which is, but when you say on site, you mean when you see them or when you see them on the site? You know what I mean?
I think you're thinking too deep.
I always be wondering that because when I say on site, I mean me and you in the same location.
I just always take it like when I see you.
Oh, I take it as like, oh, bitch, the second we on this location together, it's on that site.
Yeah, to me, it's always been
Walmart,
where we see each other.
Target,
when I see you,
Whole Foods.
Yeah, but I would personally say you gonna have to see me anyway. So I probably wouldn't be like on site. It's just like I'm gonna see you.
Well, there's a bunch of people who clearly was on site this weekend.
They had all that pent up anger.
And y'all ghetto niggas didn't fail me. Yeah. Shout out to the people in Daytona, right here in Houston, Atlanta.
Because I saw some party in Atlanta, they had strippers and stuff. Or if they weren't strippers, I know them girls was butt booty ass naked. And I was like, why?
Wow, just marinating in the corona.
Why? I was like, why? Why are y'all doing this?
I'm just gonna be honest.
Queens, my queen.
Queen.
Have respect for yourself.
Queen. Black queen.
Did Erykah Badu and Jill Scott not teach us nothing?
That was too long ago. You know they forget stuff the day after. Wow, they elevated us as black women. Okay, give it a day or two.
Girl. So, but we opened the show with the Steve Harvey Show. The Steve Harvey Show ran for 6 seasons from 1996 to 2002 on the WB.
Good TV.
Yes. It takes place in Chicago at Booker T. Washington High School. It stars Steve Harvey as Steve Hightower. He's a 70s funk legend turned music teacher. When the funk
hits the fan, all the people want to dance.
Get with me.
That's a top tier song.
And break me off
a piece. Oh, I used to love that one too.
Break me off a piece of
that funk.
Yes. He turned a music teacher and later became the vice principal. Cedric.
Them episodes when he became vice principal. He tormented Piggy. Like, he did not. That day, he put his face on the door and then, like, he made his side like a lounge. Just like, what? He had like a clap on or something with jazz music.
He had been holding it down while she was gone, and then she like just came back like, no. I think she was low key hating on him because she thought that he wasn't gonna be able to do it without her, and he did it. So, and it wasn't like when she came back, she was trying to be like, all right, so you could go back to being a teacher,
right? She did. She was like, all right, so are you in here?
Right? Your classroom,
girl. When he did the interview for that, he had the glasses, and it was asking about standardized testing, and he was like, the students aren't standardized, and she was like, who are you? She was so mad during that interview. She just thought he was gonna go in there being a country bumpkin. I gotta find that episode.
So we have Cedric the Entertainer that starred as Cedric Robinson, and he was a coach.
Cedric Jackie Robinson.
Yes, Cedric Jackie Robinson. He was a coach, and he was also Steve's best friend and roommate. And he was actually the one that helps him get that job.
Yep.
You know, when his career started going south. Then we have Wendy Raquel Robinson as Regina Piggy Greer. She's the principal, Steve's former chubby classmate, and she eventually became his love interest. Like, just the whole show, it was kind of like, will they?
They had a really good dynamic.
Yeah, and it was like every time you thought they would come together, you know, something would come up. She had a man, or he was dating somebody. So, yeah, they really kept us on our toes with that. High school students. Well, they played high school students. The late Merlin Santana, who played Romeo Santana, and he was popular ladies' man. He was a little slow, kind of an underachiever. Then we had William Lee Scott, who played Stanley Bullethead Kuznaki. Yeah, and they were basically
Dumb
Steve and right. Dumb and Dumber, Steve and Seti's mentees. Remember when they came as Johnny Quest and OG?
You know what I do? And this is the thing. I was just talking to somebody about how sometimes I don't like the dumb character.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job with them. Like they never they were dumb, but
they didn't get too
because they were comparing the Parkers and Moesha, and somebody was like, the Parkers is better than Moesha. I'm like, the Parkers arguably it's funnier. I was like, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I was like, but if you were a black girl at a certain age when Moesha was on, you wanted box braids, you wanted a cue, you wanted to go to the den, you wanted her style. Like, y'all don't ever disrespect Moesha like that.
Even Kim was better on Moesha.
Because they did her like they did Junior on My Wife and My Kids. Like, but just one season, they just stupid. It's like, what?
But then I also think they did that to her because they really wanted to focus on making Monique the star of the Parkers.
Which I would be so annoyed if I got the spinoff, essentially. Yeah. Because Kim got the spinoff.
She was the most popular character on Moesha.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going to talk about the characters that really matter because me and Ebony don't really like the girls from the first season.
You forgot Terry J. Vaughn.
No, I'm getting to that. We not going to mention the girls from the first season. Or the girl from the second season who played in just another girl from that.
And she looked like Leela Rashawn.
Yeah. So, but
they
were on the show, but they only lasted a season.
Yeah, the girls lasted the first season. She was the second season, and then
third, it was just kind of up in the air.
And then they got into what they needed to get into on that third season. That's when they hit their stride.
Yeah. So, Terry J. Vaughn came in second season.
Yes.
Lavita Alizé Jenkins.
One of the greatest additions.
Yes. She was a front desk admin for Boss Lady. And she ends up dating Seti Bear and eventually marries him and they have a baby. And her and Steve had a funny dynamic too because Lavita, Lavita?
Was Lavita?
Yeah, she was Lavita.
She like moved into their house. And
right, she did.
Steve was like, but this is my apartment. He's actually, this is mine. I'm giving him a place to stay.
But it wasn't even like they were dating and she moved in. It was like after the second date, she had a key.
Yeah, and she just stayed. Like she never left.
Like, yeah.
And y'all got some sugar? Like, no, why are you here at 7 a.m? Why aren't you home getting ready?
Right.
Me and Sadie gotta go get my mama. Why are you here?
And Kodak and
Listerine. Duracell. Like, it's like she was like eat all his food. It's just like
she couldn't cook.
Not only are you staying here, but now you're eating my groceries, like
and complaining. And you don't like me, but you're at my house
every day.
Right. And then to come to season 4 and stay through season 6 is Lori Beth Denberg as Lydia Liza Gutman. And Lydia, she's an overachiever.
Hilarious.
And a nerd. Her social skills were a little off. And she always just found herself being in mess with Bullethead and Romeo. And she
was a top tier addition too.
And she didn't mind if people thought that she had a thing going on.
What was the boy name?
Arthur
Rabinowitz.
Yeah. My lover Arthur.
They really got into their stride around that season 3. Once they worked out their kinks, because even the one girl who was playing Romeo's old fat neighbor, I think it was his childhood best friend or something of another.
Well, season 2. I like season 2 too. It's just the first season with the girls where it's kind of
shows really, you have to stick it out with shows. Even first season wasn't, that's definitely not my favorite season, but Steve Harvey's show always had something because Steve and Cedric and Regina were always funny. And I think out of all the shows, I think Steve Harvey's show has one of the best ensemble casts. Not too many shows have it where everybody's actually funny and everybody can hold their own scene and everybody can have their own storyline. And so that I put Steve Harvey's show, I put Martin in that category. Living Single can go in that category, but a lot of shows it's the funny person and then everybody around them. Yeah. Steve Harvey's show, Cedric was funny. Lavita was hilarious. Wendy Raquel is she jumps off the screen when she's there. Yeah. And Lydia was Lydia when she found out she was adopted,
or when she was running for president. If you don't put me in charge of the class, I'll be spanking
singing that girl when she did her Janet Jackson poem. I'm Janet. It's Jackson if you nasty. Like, why she got this Poetic Justice wig on? Like, what is going on? Girl, and I think that's the same episode when they needed people to perform. And so Romeo and them were like, I'm so happy y'all didn't do that tired ass song. Because they started the song different. And then it jumped into it when the funk hits the fan.
Oh, yeah.
They was just so happy. They was like, oh, thank God. I thought he was going to do that same song.
Oh, yeah. That's when the teachers, they do a gong show for the teachers. And Lavita, she won for Madam Madam Secretary President.
I was looking for that episode the other day and couldn't find it.
You know, they be playing the show on BET Her.
When?
They be playing it on Saturday nights, I know, because I'll catch it. The reason why I do not like watching it on BET Her is because they be taking out scenes.
Nah, once the show go on BET, because shows are really 22 to 24 minutes.
But that's the thing, though.
They'll take it down to 12.
The show be, if you look at the guy, it be like 45 minutes.
How?
But you only get like
17.
12 minutes of the show.
I cannot stand it.
Yeah. So that's the only thing, because like I said, they be playing the show on BET Her, and I will catch it sometimes. I know they play it like Saturday nights and Sunday nights.
Well, they have it on this app called Crackle. I think Crackle might have just got bought out by Sony. It's like Crackle Sony. They used to put it on there, but the only issue with that is they didn't have all the seasons. So they'll just have season 2. Okay. And they had season 2 for like 6 months. And then randomly they took off season 2 and then you got like season 4.
Because like, they don't have money to buy.
Yeah. So it was just like, always skip the first season. Whatever show it is, get the first season out of here. We don't need it. Buy 2 through whatever.
Yeah, but you know, they used to play it when after I graduated from college, they used to play it on syndication on like, I think it was the CW or something like that, because I used to watch it during my lunch breaks.
I was about to say WB, so yeah, it probably was CW.
Yeah, I used to, during my lunch breaks, I would go to the lunchroom and I would just watch it during my lunch breaks.
That's a love. Like, Steve Harvey's show is so good.
And I was actually reading that Steve actually wanted to end it after the 5th season, because he wanted to go on and pursue other things, but the network insisted that they have.
I'm happy they did that, because they needed a proper ending. Like once you start hitting season 2 and 3, especially 3, people need a proper ending, and they ended that show very good. Because then finally, him and Regina got together. I think they moved to California.
Yeah, Regina got a principal job in California. Romeo and Bullethead graduated. Lydia, she graduated.
Of course,
I can't remember.
I feel like she went to like a Princeton or something.
Yeah.
And I think the Romeo and Bullethead was going to community college, which was a big deal for them.
Well, they were at school for like 6 or 7 years.
They really did that high school for like 12 years, and we did not complain. We just let them go.
Right. And Sadie and Lavita had a baby because during that time Sarah J. Vaughn was pregnant in real life, and they ended up winning the lottery. Yeah. And let's also not forget that Lady of Rage played Coretta.
Coretta was a good addition too.
Yeah, Coretta was good.
Romeo. Yeah, I like Lady of Rage playing her was good. That was good for her.
Yeah, because when they when Steve was teaching driver's ed, and
he hated them damn kids so much.
Yo, like, so what are your favorite episodes? We already know when he has a girl group.
I watched that girl group.
Janet. And I have to say what?
Have to say what? Oh no, you didn't. Oh no, it was Regina behind him.
Yeah, she was.
Regina was hitting that shit so hard. So definitely when they had the girl group.
Mm-hmm. When Boris was on there.
Oh my God, when Boris was rapping, Regina.
You don't stop. Your body is about you gotta go.
Going
on. Love it is about you gotta go. Okay. No, Regina. Turn the page.
And it was Steve.
Why don't you write songs to me like that?
Because I went to college. Girl, it was just Steve on the side too, like,
because Steve was dating his mama.
His mama was Fresh Prince of Bel-Air mama.
Yeah.
Real mama.
Yeah. Regina was like, you got me dressed like little kid.
But it's because she had a little fur vest on and that little
butterflies in her. She had a butterfly clip.
Girl.
Lydia came over with that sandwich plate with the
and that prom dress. See that 80s prom dress? That show was stupid. So those are top two. I like the episode when, what's her name? She was in Jamie Foxx show and she was on Bernie Mac's show. Kalita Smith. When he was pretending to be blind. And then it come out like they good friends. And he was just, okay, I just need to touch you. It's like, why is Steve pretending to be blind for real? Like, who does dumb shit like that?
When Keenan and Kel were on there and Busta Rhymes was Keenan's brother and they hooked Regina
up with him. That was a good one.
And Steve dated the younger girl and they ended up leaving each other. Leaving Steve.
Girl, when Regina goes to her husband's funeral and she knocked over that damn casket. Because it was just like, finally Steve argued for that lady to talk. Steve was like,
y'all should be ashamed of yourself. This is his wife.
But she knocked her over, and it's the way that Steve grabbed her and ran out because he was like, you about to get your ass whooped. Hey, y'all, I just want to say everything just falls the hell apart. It's like, what is going on?
No, remember when she was dating Professor Ogilvy and they went to the club and him and Steve started having like a dancing competition? And it was like the funky shit.
When they do the I think it might be Regina who has like a auction. What is it called when you auction for the dates?
Oh, Winona.
And he just knew, he was like, yes. He thought he got him a bad bitch, and come to find out it was Rolona. And then the fact that what's that girl name? Levita jumped into Sadie's date. Where we going?
And she liked it too. I also like during I think it's the season 2 when Romeo is a part of the play, but he has a crush on the director and Steve is also trying to holler at her. And Romeo ends up dropping out the play, so Steve got to play his part. And Steve was like, that song he had to sing was like, the truth that is emerging.
Steve,
you're looking at a virgin. I told all my boys that I hit it, but the truth is I never even did it. No, that shit kills me.
No, the episode when Steve and Regina, I forgot why they were going out of town. They went to go on some seminar, but Romeo was supposed to watch the apartment, and Levita and Cedric had him throw a party. So Steve come in, telling Romeo off, like, look at my house, and then they walk in with some leaf blowers, like, we finna just blow it off the balcony, we good. Oh, you hear Steve? That shit had me. Why did they have them leaf blowers? Hey, y'all, we about to just blow everything off the balcony. What?
No, remember when Regina had that old professor she had a crush on, and she had all of them in counseling with each other
every week? She's like, so what are your thoughts? Regina was so damn stupid.
Damn.
In your face.
She was hella competitive, loved Michael Jordan.
Girl, when it was at the game, like, she was just so, Regina and Steve together was so damn funny to me. I was so happy when they got together. Yeah. Because it was just like a long time coming. Like, please just put everybody out their misery.
Yeah. Yeah. Remember when Tammy was on the episode? Because Regina's best friend was getting married, or her cousin.
I vaguely remember that.
And Tammy ended up being Steve's date. And the cousin put her in that ugly ass dress.
She really did. Why she did her like that? They used to try to play in Regina's face all the time. Wasn't Kim Phillips with her cousin too at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve Harvey show's a gem of a show. Like, when I talk top 5 of my favorite 90s shows, Steve Harvey's definitely in my top 5.
That's one of them syndications that I will like.
Yeah.
Oh, Steve Harvey shows on? Let me watch it.
Yeah, don't let it be a marathon. It's a wrap for the day. Because I'm ready to cackle. Because that show was funny through and through.
Yeah, hilarious. And you know, the reason why I chose this for our throwback appreciation was because Wendy Raquel Robinson was on last week's episode of Insecure. Well, she's been on Insecure. She was on the Low-Key Thankful the Low-Key Thankful episode, but she was on there for she wasn't really on there for too long because
I don't even remember that.
Her boyfriend was getting ready to go into the EMT because he slipped on the gravy.
I do not remember that.
The Thanksgiving episode.
Just now? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Okay. I thought you meant earlier. That's I'm like, I don't remember her being on that show earlier.
No. It was real quick, but we really got to see her in episode 6 of Low Key Done. But it's like when she emerged on the screen, everybody was like, Tasha Mack, and I'm like,
that's Regina Greer.
Piggy?
I know Regina Greer when I see her.
Yeah, Piggy. Yeah, no.
And Tasha Mack was, and I will say that originally when the game was on CW, I really was very fond of Tasha Mack. She lost her way on the BET version of the game.
She did. They had my girl smoking Black and Mild
in the middle of Atlanta, trying to convince us that it's San Francisco.
They had her not knowing who her baby daddy was.
Yeah, then she got pregnant for no reason.
Yeah, it was just,
and then it was like a bum ass nigga too. And it's just like Tasha Mack runs in a very good circle.
Right.
There's no need for this right now.
Yeah,
but whatever.
The way they did Tasha Mack. So I don't like to think of Wendy Raquel Robinson in that light. I like to think of her as Piggy Greer because Piggy Greer stayed consistent through and through.
She was funny. She was intelligent. She was Black Queen personified, and funny, and could dance.
Yes.
And was about her business.
Yes, and they didn't have to ring the gong on my girl like that when she was getting ready to perform her little strip.
She was going to do what? Where the water come down?
Yeah.
That's flash dance. Footloose? That's flash dance, I think.
I guess. Probably so.
Might be. Whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, they played in my girl face.
They didn't have to do her like that because she was getting ready to kill it.
Listen, Wendy Raquel Robinson, I'm very happy that you got you a spot on Insecure. I love to see my people get a check.
Yeah.
The best part of about that too is I was talking to Terry Vaughn the other day too, because I was like,
Ebony is a celebrity.
Ebony
is a celebrity.
I'd be asking real questions.
She just so casually. So I was conversing with Terry. I was conversing with my homegirl Terry.
No, I was saying how her and Wendy Raquel Robinson being on Insecure is like my WB dreams. Mm-hmm. Like it's just I like to see people still getting checks.
Yeah.
So when I see Kim Fields and she was on an episode this week of Insecure, Kyla Pratt. When I see people like that, like I'm excited to know that everybody still is getting work because people like to wash people up so fast.
Especially when they've had like their careers were predominantly like in the 90s and stuff.
And there's only black stuff they were on really. People like kind of do them away, and I don't really like that. So she was like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "Yeah, girl, listen for this. Tell Wendy I said hello. Tell Wendy I really do stand her.
Yeah,
I really stand Wendy. And Wendy really don't be trying to give me no time of day, but Wendy, I stand you, girl. I do.
Yes. So going into Insecure, we have episode 6, Low Key Done.
Oh wait, this random. I told you I talked to Albie Shore too about the funeral.
No, you did.
On Twitter. Because I forgot. We're gonna talk about Andre Harrell and how I watched funerals this weekend.
Okay.
Don't.
All right, we coming back to that.
Yeah, we'll circle back to that one.
So, Insecure episode 6 was Low Key Done, which was Issa focused. Which I think I said on our last episode that they were probably gonna have one episode focused on Issa and another episode focused on Molly. So episode 6 was Low Key Done, and it was about Issa. So it's the day after the block party. And she's just, the fight with Molly is still on her mind. The words that Molly said about her being selfish and being a user, it's really bothering her. She can't even focus on the good feedback that she was getting about the black party. Her phone has been blowing up, from her friends and her brother and stuff about the black party and just basically checking in on her. And, she just decides that she's going to have a solo self-care Sunday. She cleans her house. She talks to Nathan, who reassures her that he did not feel that she used him. So, because Molly's words are in her head, she's like, I'm going to pay it forward. I'm going to use my self-care Sunday to just, to do good. Yeah. So she goes to the grocery store. She's buying some wine. She sees a pregnant lady that's asking for help. So she offers to buy her groceries, but her card declines because that heifer had $154 worth of groceries.
Right.
So yeah, but so from there, as she's leaving the grocery store, she sees an older man running to catch a bus that he misses, and his name is George. So she offers to take him where he needs to be, even though Mira Issa was like, "You're tripping."
Yeah, I don't suggest nobody do no crazy shit like that. In case you're an Uber for real.
Right, and he's like, "No, but remember, he ain't trust no lifts or boobas. he ain't trusting."
And then he want to go far as hell too.
Right, he had her driving him across L.A. And, we hear about his stories of when he was younger and how him and his boys used to run trains. But one of them became a drug addict, and the other one, they just stopped talking. And, eventually Issa gets him to where he needs to be, and we find out that he's been an absentee father because his son is like, Dad?
When he pulled that picture out, like, that's it. What?
And then, so after that, Issa heads to Sip and Paint, where she meets 3 friends from the DMV area, PG County and Maryland, because apparently those are 2 separate places.
Because pretty girls live in PG County. I knew that from fam. That's what they say. Pretty girl county.
Yeah, PG County, being around all them DC people while I was at A&T. And, the 3 friends consist of Kyla Pratt. And they're in town for her bachelorette weekend, which was a lame week.
They went all the way to LA to go to a Sip and Paint. That was the stupidest shit. And not even the freaky one. The regular one.
Right. So, yeah. And, after Sip and Paint, they invite her out to drinks with them at the bar. And, they're just getting to know each other and asking Issa what she does. And Issa comes up with the position that she is in a cultural curator, which I really think is just
a party planner.
Yeah, so, but and they're just hyping her up. Issa feeling good about them. Her and one of the girls goes to the restroom, and the girl is asking Issa where she should go, and Issa is filling her in until she realizes the girl is no longer in the bathroom. She goes out to the restaurant and sees that all of them have left, and she finds a list that they've been doing a scavenger hunt, and on the list is to befriend a stranger and to dine and dash. And if you do both, if you do 2 things at once on the
double
list,
points or something,
which was dumb as hell. Like, what type of childish shit is that?
Yeah, she should have beat their ass.
Yeah, and we see that she has a vision where she pulls up on him and smashes the paint on one of them girls' heads.
Yeah, because that wasn't even funny. I was just like, why would y'all do that?
Yeah.
Kyla Pratt.
Girl. So, and, from there, I just think that after just having that long day, after not being able to really enjoy her high from the block party and then trying to do good, but nothing is working her way, I think she kind of feels defeated, and she goes to her mom's house where, she gets the much needed emotional support,
the self-care she really needs.
Yeah, that she really needs. Because sometimes, you just need to lay on your mama's shoulder or in her bosom or on her lap and cry. It
happens to the best of us.
Yeah, you just need to. And, they talk. They have a real conversation. I think a conversation that a lot of millennials probably have with their parents, because our parents, that generation, they were getting married a lot sooner than us, getting in their careers, having kids and stuff,
having homes, having responsibility.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just need that reassurance, especially if you're a person who don't quite know what you want to do and you're still figuring it out. You always feel in a space of what am I doing? Yeah.
But she, she gets that support that she needs from her mom. So after leaving her mom's house, she finally returns Kelly's call, because Kelly's been calling her all day trying to get her and Molly to reconcile. But Issa's like, no, I'm not calling Molly first. So Issa returns home, smokes a blunt. She starts responding back to all the comments of the block party. And she decides that she's going to go get some food from her and Molly's favorite Ethiopian spot. When she gets to the Ethiopian spot, she sees Molly there and decides not to go in. So that leads us into episode 7, Low Key Trippin', which is centered around Molly. And this episode is directed by Jay Ellis. So when we see Molly actually sees Issa drive up to the restaurant and leaves. And I think for a second there, no, not I think, I know for a second, just by seeing how she was reacting, the way she was looking, I think she really wanted Issa to come in.
But a part of me was like, I didn't really like the way she even did it. Because she was like, this bitch. Or whatever, like, slick comment she made. It's just like, I'm happy she turned around. If that was that was your original energy, I'm happy she decided to not be bothered.
Yeah, Issa shouldn't have went.
Because if Issa would have went in there, if that was your energy, that means you would have been giving that off. And so I'm happy Issa turned around.
Yeah. So Molly goes back home and vents to Andrew. And there we find that they're packing for their trip to Mexico with Andrew's brother and sister-in-law. Molly almost misses her flight because she has to go in for a meeting that her assistant tells her about last minute. And she chews her out for that. On the flight, they meet Mabel, played by Kim Fields.
Legendary Kim Fields.
Yes. Who recently ended a 25-year-old marriage, and she's taking it one day at a time. And currently, she's on day 3.
Yes.
And she asked him, so y'all going to Mexico too?
we're all the same. They don't just drop us off. We all go to the same destination when we're on a plane.
I loved Kim Fields in this episode. So they arrive to Mexico, and we meet Andrew's brother Victor, and he's, pretty high strung and loves to play the devil's advocate. And his wife Leah, who's overly complimentary, whatever the word is, to Molly. Mm-hmm. Yeah, complimentary to Molly. And Victor basically has their whole vacation planned out. But Andrew and Molly are just like, we want to relax. It's the first night. So when they get to the room, Molly, she thinks she's doing something with her little lingerie or whatever. But Andrew is a big old freak that we find out. And he comes through with the toys.
Not mad at Andrew.
Yeah, he's ready for a good time. He's here for a good time.
Not a long time. Come on, vacation.
Yes. So the next day, they meet up with Victor and Leah to go on a 3-mile hike. They do zip lining. And they do dinner and dancing. And later that night, when they return back to their room, Andrew returns Nathan's calls because he's called him multiple times. And when he does talk to Nathan, we end up hearing Issa in the background. Which, of course, that leaves Molly very judgy about the situation. And, Andrew has to inform her that, whatever issues that him and Issa had, obviously they've worked through it.
That ain't your business?
Yeah.
I mean...
and that, Nathan has some issues that he needs to take care of. And, Molly does genuinely seem concerned. So the next day is pool day for Molly, Andrew, Victor, and Leah. And Leah informs Andrew that Victor has been in touch with their sister. Molly offers to get Leah a towel after she gets splashed in her face, but has an issue with the pool worker who doesn't want to give her a towel because she doesn't have her key card. Victor diffuses the situation by showing his key card, but Molly thinks it's racial because she didn't see that the white people before her had to show their key card. This causes her and Victor to have a heated discussion about race. But, Andrew, I think Andrew played it well. And, he, at the end of the day, he did defend Molly. And he did let her know that his brother was in the wrong. And, she ends the vacation. We see her setting up an appointment with her therapist, which I think is really good on her part. And when they return to LA, they run into Lawrence at LAX, and he's just returned from San Francisco. And the episode ends with him calling someone to meet up with them for drinks.
And then we see in the preview that it was Issa.
Yes. So, what did you think? What did you think of these 2 episodes?
Like I said, I'm happy Issa didn't go into that restaurant because at first we were under the impression that Molly didn't see her, and it was just Issa just didn't want the drama. And I get that. Sometimes it's just easier to avoid something for a little bit. Fresh. Yeah, and to wait a minute. So I like that part. I didn't like it. I know Molly Hive and all that. Both of them was wrong. But her original, this bitch. And then going out of her way to act real busy in her cell phone kind of annoyed me. Because it's that's still your friend. Y'all beefing, but y'all have a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all have a past. Y'all were best friends. So
I took it as that Molly was thinking like, oh, she gonna come in here and she gonna apologize to me.
Yeah, I ain't really like that because she could have really, if she seen Issa walking away, she could have easily, because people were mad, but I'm like, she could have easily just got up and opened the door and be like, yo, Issa, like.
But both of them want to be right. That's the thing. But, and like, I'm not against Issa not addressing it right then and there because I'm stubborn. And I'm very much like, if I feel like you have wronged me, you need to reach out to me and apologize.
But it was the next day as well.
But I'll still apologize too. But if I was in Issa's situation, I wouldn't have went in there either because it was still fresh. But then, but the thing about Issa though is that we also have to remember Issa has an avoiding spirit. Like she doesn't address stuff, and that annoys me about her. Because you remember, even that's gonna be the problem. Yeah. Because naturally, I think most people would have avoided that situation, but that's really on her brand. That's on brand for her. Yeah. So even if I think she would have ran into Molly 2 weeks or a month, she would have did the same thing. Do that, yeah. Because I mean, she did it to Lawrence, and you talked all that shit, but then when you had a chance to see him and address it, you like,
I still watched that episode when he called her in the right age. And I was just like, never in life will somebody I live with just go missing for 2 to 3 days. And it's like, Issa, you really live with a whole person and just stop showing up at home.
And Ben had the nerve to be like, could I use your...
Yeah, can you use your card?
Right.
No, like, it's just like, how you just don't go home, sis?
Yeah, that's my issue with Issa. It's because, like I said, I don't feel like she should have addressed it right there with Molly either. But then at the same time, we see that if Issa can go without addressing anything, she will. She did that to Daniel, and after she slept with him, instead of her just being like, look, I'm still with my man, I don't want to be with you, it was just kind of like, well, if I stop answering his phone calls,
which was essentially the problem,
he'll disappear.
If she would have said something, then he still wouldn't have been texting. Because his text wasn't like, oh, so you ain't speaking now, or something real niggery that you know, like.
He wouldn't have kept calling her. He wouldn't have showed up at her function. But that's just what she does.
It's like she waits until she has to have the conversation. And sometimes you got to nip that shit in the bud.
Because, and then the thing about you waiting until you have to, if I was on the other side of that, by the time we have that conversation, then at that point, I'm just done with you. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is just whack. Like, why would you go so long and we could have addressed this? So... But I did like that from episode 6 because, you know, with Kelly, I think me and you have said this anyway about how people like to project on the show. But I think also with Kelly, because Kelly is like the heavier set friend. She's the funny one. People they complain as if the show is boxing her into this character. And I'm like, Kelly is an accountant. Kelly pulls niggas.
Does.
And Kelly, the niggas that she mess with are a mess, but that's because she knows that they're a mess. Like, she ain't trying to make it more than it is. Like, Kelly is really having fun and doing her.
And people say a lot about Kelly's character, not realizing that, Natasha is her name? That Natasha actually writes on the show. Like, her name is definitely in the credits, not just as Kelly. So, y'all putting that on her as if she's not somewhat in control of the space of the show, the script of the show. She's a writer.
And I've never seen Kelly as like the butt of a joke. Like,
she jokes on them.
Yeah.
She actually they done made Molly the butt of the joke. When they was down at that first season. Kelly has flipped it on them people. Kelly's very much so, her character is very much so in control of the room. Yeah,
to me, of all of them, Kelly is the most self-aware. Like, in a sense, to me, Kelly is kind of the most mature, even though Kelly is a mess. Like, whenever something is going on, Kelly sees that shit. Like, she'll see, like, something ain't right.
Yeah, she'll count. Yeah. She might have jokes and other, she has a funny way of saying stuff, but she very much so, like, even with Lawrence, that when they was at the baby shower or the viewing of the baby, she made like that, like a quick comment, like, I see you, he look kind of good though.
Looking like a provider.
Yeah, like, and instead of her, because then you see Molly who like kind of hating, like, oh, why you talking to him? But Kelly's like, nah, it's a spark, it's something.
He done came up.
Yeah, you might want to visit that again. You might
but she called it the first season when he came in there all dressed. It was like, ooh,
looking like Marcus Graham from Boomerang. I know. And there's something about Eddie Murphy and Boomerang that always gonna be okay. It's something about Marcus Graham that really hits.
Yeah. But in this episode we saw Kelly, because of the friends, at least from what we've seen, Kelly is the one that sees that something is wrong with Tiffany. And so I guess that's her trying to step in and help her with the baby and stuff. And, her trying to call Issa. And we don't know if she was calling Molly because we didn't see Molly's full day. We just saw it from that night on. Mm-hmm. But she had said she had been calling both of them, trying to get both of them to speak.
And it is very nice that she is hands-on with Tiffany's baby.
Yeah. Because
a lot of people, when you first have kids, a lot of people kind of not shy away on purpose, but it's a space that right when you have kids, I've heard a lot of women say they felt alone, even if they had a spouse, they felt alone because then like they friends, you can't move to brunch, people not just stopping by your house to hold your baby. Newborns ain't that fun. Mm-hmm. So for her to be there and like trying to feed her, like why she not drinking a bottle? And that
trying to help me and Derek out, like I help y'all, because we saw that the baby was not feeling Peppa Pig. And so and Tiffany, she might have a hangover because she was drinking at the black party. She was taken to the head. So, but yeah, just from season 6, and like we already said, them DMV girls is whack. When I saw the little clip, the scene of Issa running up and smashing that paint over her head, I knew that was fake. But if I was Issa, what would you have done in that situation?
I probably would have had to cut their ass out. I wouldn't have did that. I've been to jail for assault. Not that fun. I definitely would have tried to find them and roll down my window, be like, you bum bitches, something.
I would have cussed them out into a drink.
She gave them her wine that she didn't have to do. And then y'all left her with a tab. Like that's just really rude.
And your bachelorette party was whack.
And see, I would say stuff like that. Like, why would y'all come all the way out here for a sip and paint, dumb hoes? Like, this is stupid.
And it ain't gonna last because that nigga already faked a drug addiction.
Right.
A OD. Yeah, I definitely would have rolled up on him and cussed him out and threw my food and drink out of it.
Yeah, the to-go food would have been out that window. Yeah. Something. I wouldn't have jumped out no car, though.
Because I ain't trying to get jumped.
Yeah, can't get my ass whooped.
Right. Like, y'all are in the wrong. And so I can't get my ass whooped, too.
Who was like, God will punish you? Oh, that was Regine Hunter when, you remember when she was on duty for the old lady who was burning down the houses? Oh. And she was, what was the lady named? Sarah McLean? Sarah McLean, God is watching you. Oh, dude. I gotta watch that episode.
You're going to hell.
No, when they go up and they was like somebody in the jury told about the case. We need that person to stand up.
How in the hell?
And then she scooped to the Asian lady next to her. Girl, you need to get up.
Yeah, them girls is whack though. But and then so what did you think of Molly's episode? I think Jay Ellis did a really good job with directing that.
I did. He did a really good job directing it. I like Molly and Andrew, but after seeing his brother, I need Molly to meet his mom and daddy because we need to just see how they are. Yeah.
But the thing is, even though that's not an ideal situation, as long as your man is standing up for you, I think that...
I don't know if I want to live in that space, though.
I wouldn't want to live in that space, but...
I mean, I think I would actually break up with somebody. Like, I don't... Yeah. I like family too much. I like people's mamas too much. And when I say people's mamas, I mean even my friends' mamas. I like people's families a lot. So, I just said... Because when they start talking about race, it just reminded me how there is, like, a lot of tension a lot of times with Asian Americans and African American people. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's facts.
Yeah.
So it never dawned on me until me seeing the brother and those dynamics that she might need to meet his family because they might not actually be okay with him dating a black girl. And I never had that thought until meeting his brother and him like, what race? What do you mean? I don't think that was like the problem. And I was like, oh shit, I totally forgot that they dead ass in an interracial relationship.
So what did you think about that whole situation? Because this is my thing about what resort were they staying at? Because I know I went to Puerto Vallarta last year and we were at a resort and now they give you, well, the one that we were at, they gave us wristbands. So, and I feel like that's a lot easier than being like, keep track of your key card.
Because I'm in a pool. Why would I keep track of my key card?
Yeah. So, but I understood Molly's frustration, but then I guess it's the
principle. Because bottom line is the principle.
Yeah.
Now I got to get out this line, go find this key card. When I watch you give people towels without a key card, I will be annoyed too.
Yeah, I think I would have been annoyed, but I don't know if I would have I would have just been like, it's vacation, so I'm not even gonna trip over this. Like, this is stupid, but.
It's hella annoying, and just how casual his brother was kind of about it, and that was like the first time I was like, damn, I totally forgot this is an interracial relationship. She needs to meet his parents. She needs to meet his grandparents, because there is a very good chance that they not with that dating black girl shit.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, what did you think about his brother?
I wouldn't like his brother.
But I think eventually...
Hell, I think Andrew don't like his brother.
Right. But I think it's good that even though it may not have been necessarily a good time and place for him to get into it, I feel like it's better if they know where each other stand now.
And you can build your relationship around that, which I do appreciate that, because it's nothing like liking somebody and then realizing that they are a part of the problem or lightweight racist. Like, kind of how I feel about Doja Cat. Like, you let me Say So. You've been around this whole time, right? I buy into your brand when you do Say So on Jimmy Fallon. I'm like, okay, let me give this girl a chance, right? To find out that, you really don't want to be no nigga.
You want to be a nigga, but you don't want to be a nigga. Girl, we'll talk about that later.
Bless Doja.
But I think in interracial relationships, I think it's very important to have those conversations at the beginning anyway, because then you'll be like Michelle Williams and her ex, and how they're engaged, and now they're having these conversations.
You need to get race. Yeah. You need to get just certain stuff out from jump. Race, religion. If your child happens to be a part of the LGBTQ community, you really need to get them conversations out very quickly or as soon as possible, because if you can't... Expectations of, like, if we should get married, what are you expecting from me? Yeah. You need to get those out quick, because it's like you said, Michelle Williams, they lived in a bubble. Yep. And then they got engaged, and then there's no more bubble, and now they're doing hard-hitting situations, but now we engaged, but now should I just go ahead and go with it because I do love you, but now I'm seeing parts of you I really don't like. Yeah. Okay, yeah. This ain't right. I did like the fact that they did have that conversation early on, so she could know where his at least where the brother stood, and then also see how Andrew would react in that type of situation. Yeah, Andrew did a good job, but like I said, it's still one of them things for me. I would literally have to meet his mama and daddy, because I don't want to be in no marriage with nobody where I do not like your family, especially the older I get too. That's like a young girl's game. Like, the older I get, you gonna want your kids to have summers with their grandparents, and I want a whole family, as whole as it possibly can be. So, like, after watching that, him being Asian and her being black never really crossed my mind for real, because they were just a cute couple. It's just like, oh, this is cute. And they balanced each other out. He calms her down. Yeah, I never really was just like, oh, what's gonna happen? It wasn't until the brother's conversation. I'm like, oh, she needs to meet his family, because I forgot. But then, like, also the brother was annoying, because men like to do this thing where they try to make you feel like you crazy, and I think that's just across the board. Black and white, that makes Asian, you crazy. Yeah, and it's just like, well, and I'm not gonna say a lot, but some men do like playing that whole devil's advocate. We see it all day on social media and stuff, or even like with the Doja Cat. It's like, well, why don't we teach her how queens rally around her and tell her that black is beautiful? Yeah, what? And it's just like, nah, I don't know. They try to make you feel like you're crazy for how you're feeling. And it's like, well, I don't feel that way. And then especially him trying to use that, well, I'm a person of color too. And so as a person of color, but it's like Asians and black people, we're accepted into society differently. Yeah. So, and to be honest, and actually everybody else except damn near black people are accepted a bit differently. And to be honest, Asians have been a part of the problem too when it comes to black people.
So, and I mean, because we could go back to the LA riots and how that Asian lady killed the black girl and was able to get off with that, you know? Or even now how, you know, we've always been experiencing police brutality, but how it's black people, we go hard for our own, but then we had that Asian cop who killed someone or something, and the Asian community wanted to rally around him. I can't exactly remember what happened.
It goes back to even how it was on AGT, America's Got Talent. Gabrielle Union and I can't think of the white woman's name, but Gabrielle talked about like how difficult it was to be on that show and how like essentially Simon Cowell and that production company is racist as fuck. Everybody except Terry Crews, but most people was like telling other people don't accept that job. But you know who accepted that job was Sofia Vergara. And that's what people said when it comes down to black people and people of color, they was like, they are two separate entities.
Yeah, because the thing is that people of color don't want to rally around black issues, but they want black people to
fight for them.
Yeah, and it's like they want to use that people of color to their own advantage.
But then want to, and then want to differentiate when it's black people and it's something like, what? Police brutality? No.
Yeah.
That's black people. That's not people of color.
Yeah. Or it's just like, well, is it really a race issue? Because I'm a person of color too.
Nah, I don't.
And, you know, but then it's also even in the movie Get Out, how you had that one Asian dude who was at the function, but he's trying to debate the black guy about racism, and he's fully assimilated.
And that's the thing. A lot of people of color, with the exception of black people, can assimilate into white spaces, and they can. And sometimes they forget that that person is actually a person of color. Yeah. Black people never get that option, like ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then it's like with people outside of black people, y'all have. It's like, well, black people. It's like, oh, well, good in sports. Black men have big penises, run faster, all that stuff. But then with Asians, it's like they're super smart,
it's not so. I don't want to say stereotypical because it is, but a lot of our stuff is based off our just physical abilities. Yeah. So it's weird. So that was like the first time I was like, damn, they really are in an interracial relationship. Yeah. And I mean, I knew that. I'm not silly, but it was really like, I never really thought about it. It didn't seem odd to me. It's just like, oh, okay, they're cute.
Yeah, it was like watching. It was just like, oh yeah, race could be a problem.
Like you really need to see the grandma, because grandparents be the most racist because the times they come from. So it's like, damn, you might need to actually meet this man's family. Like, is his aunties and them gonna like you? Like, you. When Thanksgiving again, or when's the next big holiday? Because you might need to go, visit and see what it's gonna be like. Because then you're gonna have kids too. You need to double check this.
Yeah. But then also, do you think that part of it with Molly was that she's projecting her anger from Issa onto?
I think she's a bit more sensitive right now. Like she just had an argument with her best friend. Yeah. So I think Molly still would have snapped a bit, but I think she was quicker to do it because she's just so raw.
Yeah, and probably like during that time she may have, because she probably would have been talking to Issa throughout the vacation anyway.
And Issa would have made everything better.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you on vacation with your man. Why you worried about a towel? Yeah. Like, she would have helped it. So you don't have nobody to talk to. And right now, the only person she can talk to is Andrew. And that at some point is very frustrating too.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still pulling for Molly and Andrew, and I think it's good because he does seem to have like a lot of patience with her.
Yeah, I do like that about him.
Yeah, and I do think Molly is trying, and I'm happy that she did call her therapist, and I hope she stays in it and that she gets really real with her therapist. Yeah, because remember the one season she was going to the therapist, but then it was like, well, what have you been talking about with your therapist? Because Dro came up, and the therapist was like, who's Dro? Yeah, therapy only works when you put it in. As a person who has been to therapy a few times, therapy only works when you actually put everything out on the table. Because you can go in and fake your therapist if you're not telling them enough. Because I have done that too, where I was in therapy but not really talking, just kind of wasting my hour. Sometimes you really just got to go in there and be like, okay, so this is what's going on. Right. I'm a mess.
Right.
And I don't know how I got myself into this.
This is what's going on. This is every incident that has happened in the past 6 months. Yeah.
So, and I think this situation with her falling out with Issa and with her being in a relationship with Andrew, because with Andrew, she wants to be better. I think she'll go in it more open, because now it's just really like, what's going on with me? I done fell out with my best friend. I got this good man that I'm trying to make sure I don't mess things up with him.
And sometimes you just have to check yourself. Sometimes it really be you. Like it be people around you sometimes too. But if you fall out with everybody or it's drama all the time, it is you. And as a girl, it has been me before in situations where it's like, what? Every time I turn around, it is some shit. It's either I'm beefing with some girl or I just had a lot going on. So sometimes you really do have to take a moment and reflect. Or if you keep having failed relationships, check on yourself. It could be you.
Yeah. So we're just still seeing how this season is gonna play out. I know Natasha Rothwell, is that her? She's directing the next episode, I think.
I can't. Where's Carrie episode? Carrie might be doing the season finale.
Carrie's episode 9.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see how things go between Lawrence and Issa.
I'm with it.
Yeah, because I told you that I think maybe he's going to tell her that he got an opportunity in San Francisco.
Girl, everybody's saying that's the reason he broke up with Condola. I was like, how y'all be deciding this? He didn't even know he was going to have a job interview when him and Condola was in the kitchen.
I saw somebody comment something, oh, good. Now he can finally apologize to Issa. I'm like,
for what?
So did you need to go back and watch season 2.
Or they just like, every time Issa doing well, here come Lawrence. Is that really how this is going?
Right.
So I just think they always been in contact. Right. They broke up and stayed in contact.
Right. Somebody was like, where is Daniel? Daniel is gone.
Hopefully dead. Like, leave me alone.
Leave Daniel where that nigga is at.
Hopefully he moved.
Right.
I was so lost. Yeah, that's why he broke up with Condola, because he had got this job in San Francisco. Y'all realize this is like weeks later, right?
I saw somebody be like, before they showed the clip of him and Issa meeting up, they were like, well, maybe he's calling Condola.
No, she's at the funeral home with Daniel. Leave these niggas in their bodies somewhere else.
Right. It's like, maybe he's calling Condola so he could tell her that she needs to be friends with Issa.
Why? That's not her friend.
Oh, and let's talk about like friendships and stuff, because I think also with what we're seeing with Issa, you and I talked about this, about the whole like, we're not on that whole no new friends tip, because both of us moved to Houston. You came here before me.
If I did not believe in no new friends, I would be miserable as hell in Houston, because I literally came here with no friends.
Yeah, I only knew Ebony when I moved here.
You have to.
Yeah, you have to meet new people.
You have to be open to new people.
But the thing is, though, to me, the reason why new friendships aren't gonna work for Issa is because she still hasn't learned how to maneuver her older friendships. She still hasn't learned how to like communicate and really deal with what's going on with her old friendships. So it's like she would still do the same things to new friendships. It's kind of like when you're in a relationship, in a romantic relationship, and if it's like you keep bringing baggage and you haven't really addressed what was going on, and you're going to these new situations. And so and it's easy to like latch on to new people who don't really know you, and they're just bigging you up and, oh, you're so great, but they haven't been through shit with you. And if it was a situation where it was a one-sided thing between her and Molly, I would definitely be like, oh, just leave Molly. You don't need to, y'all don't need to work that out. But it's both of them are in the wrong. So that's why it's just like both of y'all can come to some sort of common ground. But yeah, Issa, until she can work this shit out with Molly and with, we don't know how her communication is with Tiffany and Kelly, she's not going to be able to go off and have successful friendships with other people. And we've just kind of seen that with Condola. We saw this with the girls from DC.
I know it sounds weird, but I hope she talks to Lawrence about it, because Lawrence actually knows her really well.
Yeah.
Lawrence is probably the closest person to her next to Molly.
Yeah.
So hopefully he'll give her some insight.
Lawrence gonna be like, yo, so Molly got an Asian boyfriend. But I'm looking forward to seeing them talk. And me and you have already said we're totally here for Issa and Lawrence.
I am. I don't understand why y'all don't like Lawrence. It's really weird to me.
And why do y'all keep being like, why is Lawrence still on the show? He's a star of the show.
Right.
Like, it's him, Issa, and Yvonne Orji.
Yeah, it really was. I really feel like it's Issa, and then it was Molly and Lawrence.
Yeah,
and then because they broke up, that put Molly in second place.
Yeah.
But the more I see Lawrence, they're back to being even.
Yeah.
So,
and Natasha, I read an interview from her, and she was saying how, like, because, you know, people have been like, oh, well, we want to see Kelly. We want to see more of Kelly. And
it's not Kelly's show. Y'all get so weird. Let me tell you something. This goes for Girlfriends, Sex and the City, Moesha. Listen, the stars of the shows are the stars of the show. Even if you think, usually the star of the show isn't even the funniest person. Mm-hmm. Usually it's like, Friends is another one that, side note, Friends is another one that had a good ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's from earlier. Just thought about it. But y'all have a weird way of like liking somebody who essentially is in the background and then wanting them to be like a main star. That's just not how it works.
Yeah, and Kelly was like, that's not, I mean,
Natasha, and truthfully, so like, I wouldn't want to see no spinoff with just Kelly. Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Natasha was like, that's not how it works. Kelly is a supporting cast member.
And that's okay.
So, yeah, and she was like, they give enough of Kelly's life. You've seen where she works. You see her dating life. Like, she's in the episodes, but it's like the stars, Natasha said the stars of the show are Issa, Yvonne, and Jay. So,
and that's okay.
Yeah, and so this whole disdain that y'all have for Lawrence, like, I'm just kind of confused as to why I'm always saying, why is he on this episode?
It's like watching Moesha asking for more Hakeem. Like, what Hakeem mama doing? We don't care.
Right.
We see her once and we're fine with that.
Right.
We don't.
Or being like, why Brandy got to be on this episode? Because
she's Moesha?
Yeah, she's
actually. And then not everybody can get a spinoff like y'all think. Jack Gay, Harry on 227 got a spinoff because she was a supporting actress but happened to kill it. They gave her a spinoff. That shit lasted barely one season. And she won her Emmy off 227. So y'all be swearing y'all want more of certain people, and that's really not the truth. Y'all don't be wanting, y'all think y'all want more, but if you I wouldn't want to see a whole spinoff of Kelly because we see Kelly in a party atmosphere most of the time.
Yeah, Kelly plays her role.
Y'all gonna be bored as hell if you have to see Kelly at work.
Or even the whole, we want 60 minutes. We want 60 minutes. It's a 30-minute sitcom. I love Martin.
Princess?
But did y'all ever be like, Martin, you need to make season 5. Them episodes need to be an hour. No.
Let me tell you something. Issa and Princess and that whole cast, y'all are godsend on Sundays. Yeah. Because the way I would be cussing people out.
Y'all better than me.
I would have been blocked people. Oh,
I would have just told y'all, like, look, I'm done. The show's over.
The show's over. I'm breaking the contract.
We're not coming back.
Ever. And then, because y'all got real, like, nasty. Y'all need to be thankful we watching it. It's just like, okay, well, then don't watch this shit.
Right.
Like, it sounds rude, but that really is the bottom line. Right. Like, thank you for the support. I'm very happy when people listen to this show and we're covering Party Girls, but I'm not a slave to you. Okay?
Yeah, and don't, like, this whole entitlement that you have to people, like
the way y'all talk to people and then get mad when people be like, all right, so fuck it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
What? Well, how about I watch none of the show then? Okay, thank you.
Don't watch it.
And please don't, if you're gonna tweet me.
Yeah, like, stop hitting me up on Twitter.
And y'all do the same shit every Sunday. This is like clockwork. Sunday, y'all blow them up. Same comments about the show being too short. That rolls into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, y'all chill. But guess what? It's Sunday again, and you redo it just every week. And Issa and Princess and all them are really good people because y'all tweet that shit every week. Mm-hmm. Every week they tell you the show is a 30-minute show. Y'all tweet the shit again the next week. Like, are y'all dumb? Like, how? Are y'all really just that dumb? Like, leave them people alone.
And they had a nerve to be offended when they come back at you.
And then the thing is, it's like, well, my comment wasn't that bad. You're one comment out of the 1,000 they read. You just got hit with the bullet. Yeah. And that ain't their fault either.
Yeah.
Like I said, Google their name, search their names on Twitter every Sunday. They be eating them people up. Why did you write it like that? Well, bitch, you write your own story.
Right. This is so boring.
Well, write a story.
Right. Molly gets the episode. And it's just like, but Molly is the star of the show. Like, why are y'all? I don't know. This is really, because I don't know of any other shows that have quote unquote fans like the type of fans that Insecure has. Like, it's just this sense of entitlement.
Because like I told you earlier, Shonda Rhimes, a few years ago, she said she had to take back Grey's Anatomy because social media had gotten so bad that she was writing the show for her fans versus writing the show from like an artistic and creative space. So let people do their art the way they want to do their art. And if you don't like their art, don't watch the shit. It really is that simple.
Because at the end of the day, Insecure goes about telling the story. I think it was only like season 2 where it was like every episode was just him back to back to back, because that was Lawrence and Issa coming off of a fresh breakup. But now it's like they're building the story, and especially now with them getting 10 episodes, they have more time to build the story. And just even in real life, like, if you want a drama-filled show, if you want something that every
Tyler
episode,
Perry is available.
Go to Tyler Perry, but then you complain about Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry is available.
You're like, his work is just too dramatic.
Y'all didn't like Empire.
Yeah, y'all didn't like Empire. Like, what more do you want from them? Like,
just let people put their art out and either buy it or don't. Because y'all acting like y'all putting money directly in their pockets, and that's not necessarily true either. You just paying a cable bill, bitch. Right. Like, relax.
It's like either you watch it or you don't, and then we don't have to hear about, I don't like this show, I don't watch this show.
Y'all watch that show to critique that show in a way that's really weird to me. And not saying that sometimes the critiques are justified,
but it's the way you go about it.
Y'all like to at people in a weird way and then get mad when people give you the energy back. Mm-hmm. And it's like, stop acting people like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all are like really weird.
So, but I'm a fan of the show. I'm a fan of Issa.
Listen, me and Christy used to hate watch Love Is, but we didn't tweet them people either.
Definitely.
Me and Christy we hated that show. We watched it every week. We were on time for that show. We were on time with snacks for that show. Me and Christy hated every part of that show. I don't think it was nothing. The only thing we liked about the show was the girl job.
Yeah, and the soundtrack.
Right? We liked it. Nah, the soundtrack hit. Yeah. Because they reminded me of that one Janet Jackson song. And I was
where are you?
Forgot about it.
Yes, we very much
the soundtrack and the show Marvin. Was it Marvin?
Yeah.
The show Marvin.
No, but the thing was that during this time, Ebony was working night shifts because she was bartending. I would call Ebony and be like, girl, this episode was so terrible. You need to watch it.
I used to come home after work with my food and watch that damn show just to call Chrissy right after it. Be like, girl, why is show so trash? Anyway, so what you think? Me and Chrissy, I can honestly say when you say hate watch,
we did.
Like when they canceled it, it was just like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, it was like, good, it's canceled. Don't put that toxic shit into the atmosphere.
We were so happy. I was happy it got canceled, so I didn't have to watch it.
But I was looking forward to second
season. I really was. I was
looking forward to second season.
I hate watching that show and then make my mama watch it so we could talk about it. Like, but with all that being said, I never talked about nobody acting. I never added nobody. Right. I didn't add the production team.
Mara Brock a kill. This is trash.
I left Mara alone. Yeah. I didn't go doing my bits on Twitter. I just called Chrissy and texted like, girl, you see that shit? Girl, they stupid.
And guess what? With shows like Good Girls, I just stopped watching it because I couldn't do it no more. I could not do it anymore.
Chrissy quit Good Girls in the middle of an episode.
I was like, this is stupid.
They went on commercial break and Chrissy didn't come back.
I was like, I'm not watching this anymore.
Good Girls really are. Y'all good. Shout out to, I like the cast of Good Girls, but y'all really do the dumbest shit, and it's really infuriating how y'all really should have been in jail 2 seasons ago. But okay.
Yeah, and like I said, because you said on Dead to Me they were bad, but I was like, nah, Good Girls is worse.
Nah, Good Girls is worse. Dead to Me, they almost be ready to fumble, but like when did you watch all of it yet?
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Okay, so like when she thought she left her cell phone, at least she had the common sense to go back and say they track cell phones. Mm-hmm. That's the type of thoughts I need. Good Girls be like, they track cell phones? Bitch, it is 2020. We watch all the crime shows. Yeah. Everybody know your cell phone's tracked. Everybody know you leave your cell phone at home if you finna do some dirt.
Yeah. The thing with Dead to Me was that her son kept getting her caught up. Like, he was just so damn annoying to me.
It's the brown hair lady for me. She talked too much.
Yeah, because she's just so guilty. She ain't built for it.
Yeah, it's just like, bitch, you didn't have to be this lady friend anyway. You should have just took your ass on.
Right.
You brought this lady into your bullshit.
Right.
Now y'all criminals.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they done brought the twin brother into it.
Girl, that scared me. Hey! What the fuck? And he just looked at that shit. And then she's sleeping with that nigga. And it's like, oh my God, Christina Applegate.
Yeah, and then I guess he back to drinking. I don't know if he had an alcohol problem before.
He clearly did. And he had that whole cheap ass bottle of whiskey emptied.
He does now, if he didn't before.
Girl, that was so dead to me. But I can't wait for that to come back. We probably won't see that again until 2022.
Girl. Look, y'all, in a few months when we gotta go on this hiatus.
Me and Chrissy discussed how the lack of television is going to be the lack of this. Because I think Insecure might be like the last TV show we going to have.
Greenleaf coming back.
Oh, they doing a spinoff. Let me tell you something, Greenleaf. I don't know who the fuck you trying to spin off, but I don't want it.
They were like, you asked. Did we really?
No, I really was offended. I asked that. I was like, who?
Just can we get another season?
I can do another regular season, because y'all better not try me and have Jacob and Carissa running a church and it be a spinoff. I don't even like Carissa to begin with. I don't like Charity. I don't want to see a spinoff with the daughter, the little girls. Leave their ass where they at. Let them go to college.
No, but you like
I do like she's a bird. Yeah, no.
Grace's daughter.
Overall, I don't like Grace's daughter, but Grace's daughter messing with the NBA player, it did something to my soul. So overall, no.
Sophia.
Yeah. I like the other one, the bad, the dark skin one is bad.
Yeah.
She was my fave because I like a little mess. Zoe? Yeah, Zoe was a bit of a mess, and then she was dating a Christian Chris Brown. I liked Zoe. I personally, I really did like her. I didn't like Sophia because Sophia was just too righteous for a nigga like me. Like, she was like throwing a Bible at her mama and, oh my God, what about Jesus? And it was just like, oh, this is so draining. Like, you want everybody to do the right thing. Like, oh. So then, no, she did. It was just so exhausting. Like, oh my God, what would Jesus do? And it's like, oh my God, go away. Like, please. Oh my God, Zoe, you want to get back with him? Let that girl get beat if she want to be beat. Like, move.
The thoughts, views, and opinions of Ebony did not reflect.
No, Sophia was just so like righteous. It was pissing me off. But then she got with the NBA player and that rose her ranks with me.
Well,
especially because she didn't steal him, but like it was like messy how she got him too.
That little weird looking girlfriend.
That little girl was so funny looking. Oh my God. But yeah, shout out Sophia. I'm interested to see how this story develops. I hope they stay with this story. This is the first time I've been interested in you, so I hope they continue with the story. If it's up to me, you gonna mess around. Even though they said you can't get pregnant, a miracle gonna happen. You gonna get knocked up by the NBA player, and blessings. That's that. But outside of that, no, we don't want no spin-off. I don't want to see Grace move to Arizona and open a church. I don't want to see Charity being a gospel singer. I want no spin-off. I don't want to see the little boy. Sometimes I forget that Jacob got a son. It's just, there is no possible spin-off in my mind that makes sense.
Yeah.
So leave it. And hopefully it's going to get lost in the shuffle anyway, because people are not going to be taping to 2023 at this point. So, well, except Tyler Perry. But
oh, yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Concentration camp.
Somebody said Tyler Perry is running a concentration camp right in front of our faces.
Girl, you know how much material Tyler Perry wrote during this
Listen, I'm going to tell y'all, when I say Tyler Perry is about to have BET Plus with 9 new shows, he got about 5 on that 9.
Girl.
But yeah, so shout out to Greenleaf. I thoroughly enjoy Church Mess. So
yes.
I'm sad to see it go, but if y'all feel like y'all can give good seasons, then I'm okay.
Yeah.
Just don't spin me off.
Yeah.
So I watched Family Hustle. Well, I didn't really watch it. I watched LaToya Luckett and her husband's parts on Family Hustle.
And me being messy.
I was not being messy. See, here's the thing. I like LaToya Luckett a lot. Let's start there. She was my favorite in Destiny's Child. Yep. I was devastated when they got the boot from the group. Yep. It was her suits for me. It was like her hair. I thought she was super pretty. Mm-hmm. LaToya Luckett was my favorite Destiny's Child member. LaToya Luckett is still kind of my favorite Destiny's Child member. We have to line everybody up.
Mine too.
Here's the thing. I never seen it for her marriage. I don't like to be in people's business, but if I was LaToya friends, I don't think I would have all the way.
You forgetting that she listened to John Gray, because John Gray,
and that was the first mistake.
That she was getting married.
Mistake.
Whatever year it was.
First mistake.
And
First mistake. I never really seen it for Tomicus. Okay, Tomicus has vindicated me through this show because I didn't see it for him. But I do want to say that I hope their marriage works out. Do I think it's going to work out? Not really. Do I hope it's going to work out? Yes, because I don't want to see. She seems like a very good person and she wants to be in love. Mm-hmm. But it's just something about somebody jumping on a plane and I don't know that they're about to get on a plane that would have set me off in a way that would have had us in a ditch in that Range Rover.
And then be like, I'll let you.
Chrissy, you got to come get us. Why are you in a ditch? Oh, I lost control of the car. No, bitch, I ran us off this hoe. Like, nobody's going nowhere. We're going to the fucking hospital, bitch. That's where you're going where? Okay. You thought. Mm-hmm. But that's me.
And then how he came back in there all cheery and happy-go-lucky.
And once again, LaToya has been a very good sport about his daughter because people have to realize sometimes you get into relationships and step parents aren't that very nice. Mm-hmm. We watched, Candy was nice to Todd's daughter, but we saw the energy of Candy's family around Todd's daughter. Mm-hmm. Not a lot of times people like accept the kid and your mama like, oh, my grandbaby. Not a lot of people do that. Yeah. So that's very nice on other people's part because a lot of people don't. That little snide comment about going to see his daughter didn't sit well with me either because it's almost like, well, she ain't your child anyway. As if we don't see them together.
As if on their second date, she didn't take that little girl to Disneyland.
Or as if, let's be clear, it's more of LaToya money than it is his money probably taking care of that girl, but neither here nor there. So I don't know. It's something, like I said, I haven't watched all of Family Hustle. I just kind of skipped through LaToya's parts because, I felt vindicated when I was told that their marriage wasn't working out. I did.
The thoughts, views, and opinions.
But that being said, I really do love LaToya. Like it. Stan, girl. Stan. But yeah, I hope it really works out for them, honestly. And if I was them, if this isn't rectified by the end of the season, I would not go into next season showing this much of my marriage. Because I can tell one thing I do know about reality TV, when you start bringing your problems to the television, you don't really make it out together.
Yeah.
And I would hate for that to happen. Because when you start putting eyes on people, and people are weird too.
But I think the thing though is that I could see that happening, but the thing is that Tomicus, he want to be in the spotlight too. And so,
because I do think it's weird that he wants to be a manager of music, an artist, and that you drive trucks, supposedly.
I don't know what Tomicus does.
I don't either, but
because you see Toya and her man is just real like chill. Like I think over the last few seasons, he's gotten more comfortable being in front of the camera. But when he's in front of the camera, it's not like he's on. It just seems that you're just still seeing him in his natural state. But with Tommy, it's like he's very well. I mean, he's very aware of the cameras.
Yeah, I just, like I said, if their marriage, if they're not putting on the hits for reality TV and their marriage is indeed in trouble, I think they might want to back up a little bit because, like
Monica,
you're at the end of the day. It has been proven that a lot of people don't come out on the other side when they have reality TV, like for real. And one thing I do know, people are still trash. I'm not saying Tommy's cheating on Toya or anything like that, but when you put certain stuff out, people like to dig and make stuff bigger. So it could be something innocent, and then you'll see it on the Shade Room or Baller Alert, and next thing you know, kaboom. So, like, if they're genuinely still having problems, like I said, they might want to take out their marriage so much on television and focus on some other stuff.
Yeah. Well, since we're talking about Family Hustler, I would also like to give a big F you to Doja Cat too, because Say So was Eris' song. And that
didn't got to know it.
Yeah, that's who put me on the song Eris, because I was seeing her little TikTok videos or whatever.
Say So.
Yeah, and seeing her teach tip. And so for you to do that to Eris,
This really that's disrespectful.
Right. F you, Doja.
You want to be a nigger? I've been watching that Azealia Banks clip. You want to be a nigger?
What?
You never seen it? Hold on, y'all.
No.
Because...
Shit, man.
You want to be...
You want to be a nigga?
Oh, Azalea. Y'all need to please get Azalea some help.
Azalea definitely needs help. But Azalea's so talented, too. That's what pisses me off. She was giving some good-ass house music. That Anna Wintour song was good. But, whatever.
And we realized that Doja needs help too.
Doja's...
Because for you to disrespect yourself like that. I
feel like Doja let them niggas like spit in her mouth and then call her nigger. Like, I feel like it's just some weird shit going on over there. But...
spitting in her mouth would just be too big. They probably just...
I told you about that tweet where the girl was like, I let somebody spit in my mouth, now I got a cold.
No, ew.
Chrissy, I think about that tweet like once a week. That girl said, I let somebody spit in my mouth and look at me stupid with a cold. What? Yeah. Chrissy! Why that girl said she had a cold? I'm sorry, y'all. I laugh at that tweet in my mind once a week because she was like, look at me stupid with a cold. Like, what? Oh my God, let somebody spit in my mouth. Oh my God, I was crying when I see that tweet for the first time. Why? Why people tweet the dumbest shit and look at me stupid with a cold? Because it's like, you know exactly what it happens. Your body shut down the fuck immediately. Well, I got tears in my eyes behind that still. It's been months since I've seen that, and it's still funny.
Ew.
But yeah, shout out to Family Hustle.
Yeah.
I thought it was the season finale. Apparently, Chrissy said we're just starting. So
right. So last night, Real Housewives of Atlanta wrapped up their reunion. So Nene wasn't there.
Girl, Nene gets the fuck away when she not winning whatever argument she thinks she's about to win.
They brought thirsty ass Shelvana on there, and I hope they do not give her a peach because somebody that desperate to be on TV does not need to be on TV.
It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, and plus to bring Yvonne on there, it would still kind of keep Eva alive on the show, and Eva needs to leave too because she brought nothing to the show. I don't like Nene. If Nene is going to continue to act the way she's acting, they could seriously get her off the show because I don't understand why she acts like Bravo and Andy and them owe her something.
She really acts like they're her peers and as if they're not cutting her a check. Yeah. And I think that's always going to be Nene's downfall because you can be somebody's favorite, but then when you go too far, they will remind you very quickly who's in charge.
And we've already seen that the show can go on without Nene. The show can go on without Kenya.
The show can go on without anybody, honestly. They can scrap that whole entire cast and get a whole new cast and the show will still go on.
So this whole idea of like, I'm the queen, this is my show, I run this, is just really like, it's already been proven that none of you all are really needed for the show to go on. So, Nene, if they decide not to bring Nene back, I would not care. I don't want to see Eva because Eva didn't bring anything. I think Cynthia's kind of ran her course on the show. But I mean, if they want to show her preparing for her wedding next year to Mike, hey, I wanted Kenya and Portia to be cool, but I mean, hey, they're not. So I don't know. I really don't know what Real Housewives of Atlanta can do, but just like get rid of the cast and start new for it to just be, I don't know, because it's just kind of gotten away from what it used to be, and it used to be like friends who had drama.
Well, they moved too many friends out.
Yeah,
that's what happened with that show.
Yeah, now it's just really about alliances and stuff, and I'm gonna hold this person accountable, but I'm not gonna hold this person accountable.
And the other thing too about Nene, people can say Candy boring all they want to, but Candy has an interesting has interesting people around her. So she does make for good spinoffs. I mean, when they went skiing in Colorado, her wedding special, all of it made for good TV. Yeah. And honestly, I'm surprised they didn't give her a spinoff for her going through her surrogacy. That made sense to me.
Yeah.
And that would have actually been a really good one because I know a lot of people going through that.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's just, at this point, it's like, what are y'all even arguing about? Like, the shit is stupid. Like, and then Yvonne talking about, well, I record them, but then no, I didn't record them. And, well, Nene wanted me to come around and reach out to people so I can record them talking to people. I mean, I could record them talking about her.
She's too desperate to be on that show.
Yeah.
I don't like the comment about Nene saying Candy has never been number one because it's just really odd that somebody who's not nearly as successful as Candy had the audacity to kind of like... come at her. Like, it's
Nene, the comments that she be making to these girls now. Like, Nene used to be funny to me, but now, like, even her, like we said the last show about her trying to talk about Kenya's looks. And
it's a lot to be said about Kenya, but looks ain't one.
Yeah, and then trying to come at Candy's talent.
And it's a lie. If you don't like Candy singing, fine. But let's always be clear. Escape was very successful. Yeah. Like they might not have been your fave.
Yeah, they weren't TLC or
Escape definitely had platinum records, and I'm pretty sure at some point they probably had a number one R&B hit at some point, one of them songs. And let's not act like Candy didn't write a couple number one songs for other groups.
Yeah. And got Grammys off of it.
And Candy stays on TV. Candy is on Insecure right now, is on The Shy this season, was on Saints and Sinners like last year. Candy, it's a lot to be said, but coming to Candy about like business is just not. Like, you're never number one. Says her sex toys. What? Right. That sell well.
Right.
Okay. Says no scrubs, but all right.
So, I don't know. I don't know. Like, at this point, it's like, why do y'all dislike each other now? Why are y'all arguing about?
Because she ain't got enough money than me. And wasn't it Kenya talking about, or was it Eva talking about Portia's outside ventures? It's like, this is a stupid argument.
Eva, pampered by Portia. Eva.
Yes, on sale. Use code Eva. The fuck?
Eva is just, I don't know. She's been a disappointment. Because even last night, like, she was talking about her husband. She's like, yes, because my husband, the lawyer, Esquire, he's with the Johnny Cochran firm. And it was just like, okay.
And he still ain't got no high profile cases that we know about.
Right.
Like, you can be a lawyer and not be
right.
Johnny Cochran.
Right. It was just
like you can make a living as a lawyer and not make a lot of money. Like, that's another thing too.
It's like Mike Sterling is definitely a come up from her prior relationships. And like I said,
it's a come up, but then the sad part about that is I almost feel like she could have did better.
You think so?
Yeah, because Eva's a pretty girl.
She's pretty, but I think also... But Mike seems to be just like a really kind guy. Like
that's probably what she needed. But as far, I expected Eva to stay on brand to what she was doing, which was end up with like an actor or a singer or a rapper. I thought she was gonna end up with somebody in the entertainment industry. So no, he is. Let me say this properly. He is a come up because he seems like a good man.
Yeah.
I pictured her with whatever popular football, basketball player or whatever around her age.
I can see why you're saying that. But I also think, like, I think Michael is good for her.
No, I definitely think that.
Because I feel like if she would have got into something...
We shoot on the Shade Room every week.
Yeah.
And I didn't think she would go to, like, Atlanta. I thought she would stay in, like, a LA. Yeah.
But hell, when you just live that life... And
she probably was tired.
Something new comes along and shows you something... that you ain't never had before, a love that you ain't never had before.
She wanted to revamp her image, and going on Real Housewives of Atlanta wasn't the place to do that.
Nah.
Because you want to be the lawyer's wife, the senator's wife, I think, whatever he was running for.
She probably did better by trying to be on The Real.
Oh, the talk show? Oh, she would have did better on The Real.
Yeah.
But she couldn't do The Real. The Real was in LA.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Right.
She couldn't do The Real.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Or being on Sister Circle.
Shout out to Sister Circle. They will be missed. I did like Sister Circle. I used to watch it. Like when I used to bartend. I used to catch them down to the circle. Quad was interesting. But
So about them funerals that you watch.
So one of my favorite performances of Stevie Wonder is the song he does at Michael Jackson's funeral. I can't think of the name of it, but it's also the song on Poetic Justice when
I never dreamed
what is the name of the song?
This Christmas.
This summer. I thought you were going. Anyways, but it's the song on Poetic Justice, so I've been loving it since I've been like a kid. So I wanted to watch it because I did really thoroughly enjoy it. Circumstances aside, I did enjoy that performance. Well, the thing about like YouTube is if you click one thing, the next thing you know,
you're in a rabbit hole.
You're in a rabbit hole. So it went from that performance, and then it went to Janet Reeby and LaToya Jackson talking to like a group of people, and the simple fact that LaToya thinks she just started that family, which is the most hilarious. Because Janet really was just, and now I read Janet's illegitimate sister's book, Giovanni Jackson. So after reading the book, she talked about how Janet actually paid for that funeral, and how like the estate had the money kind of funny. So Janet basically pushed out all this money to make sure everything went well and got the family clothes and blah, 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 this whole thing. So watching her now was like, that girl was under a lot of stress. So I watched that. Then it led to me like, oh, look, I forgot Mariah Carey perform too. Click, I'm watching Mariah Carey. Somewhere I end up just clicking the whole funeral. So now I just watched the whole funeral from like beginning to the end and bawled. That was the thing. It wasn't that I watched it. It was like, oh, Michael Jackson's funeral. I watched it as if it was 2009. Like he just died. And then I got really sad because Kobe spoke at his funeral as well. And Magic Johnson was there. And then Usher was, it was just, that was a good funeral. I don't know how you judge funerals, but when it comes to funerals, Michael Jackson, that was a top tier celebration of life.
They sent them off very well.
They did, except for Jermaine performing "Smile." I get it, but something about Jermaine Jackson makes me think they had like everything planned out, and then he came in the dining room and was like, "Well, where am I at?" And everybody looking like, "Oh, you wanted to perform?" And he like, "Yeah," and they like, "Why?" You don't have to. We can just sit here and watch people put on. Like, you don't have to. We're mourning, right? What? So, Jermaine, of course, wanted his moment. That's very on brand for Jermaine Jackson. So, after that, what happened was, ding, 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 ding. You want to watch Whitney Houston's funeral? Sure, why not keep crying? So I sat in my house again and boohoo cried like Whitney just died. Especially because she had like a real sanctified funeral too. Like she had all the best of the gospel world. Like I forgot Kim Burrell performs. She had all the whinings. You know, Robert Kelly did what needed to be done when he did I Look to You. Tyler Perry tapped into his preacher bag.
Alicia Keys sang too, didn't she?
Alicia could have been left off, but neither here nor there. She was mourning, so, you know, whatever. But I boo cried through that. And then I also watched Andre Harrell's tribute. So
then when did you get in touch with I'll Be Sure?
Well, I'll Be Sure, which, you know, you didn't watch it, did you?
The Andre Harrell thing? I caught it from Kimora Lee Simmons on.
Okay, so like I guess everybody just kind of cut on their cameras and, you know, did their little whatever. So I'll Be Sure when he came on, he had a picture in the background of Kim and Andre. So I was on Twitter and I didn't even at this nigga. That was the funny part. So I'm like, damn man, it's really sad. I'll Be Sure really got a picture of Andre Harrell and Kim Porter. Like Uptown really is being turned upside down. So he was like, yeah, I know, right? He was like, it's just a lot. It just seemed like a lot this year. I'm like, sir, I didn't ask you. Why are you searching your name? Albie, don't search your name. I didn't at you. Because I was just talking. But okay. So then I was like, yeah, it's really sad. You know, my condolences to your family.
Since we're here.
Yes, since we're here. My condolences to your family. That was a beautiful tribute you guys gave Andre Harrell. You know, blessings. And he said thank you. I was like, okay. Since we're here.
See, y'all, Sunshine Emmy be knowing. She knows celebrities. They be talking to her.
I don't know why. I be trolling people. I really don't troll. I actually ask like decent questions, but it weirds me when I don't at people and they be like back to me like, wait, you searched your name? I didn't even use no hashtag. How did you get this? How are you here? So yeah. So my condolences again to I'll Be Sure and honestly, because you know, it's something about that passing. out of nowhere that is just so like,
and because he doesn't get the proper send off.
Yeah, it's like they didn't get to do what they wanted to do. It's no BET Awards for real this year, even though you're trying to do it virtually.
And we don't want to see that.
I never want to see the BET Awards virtually.
Yeah.
Also, I'm gonna watch it when it airs.
You're right. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh my God, they should not do that. However, I will be there at 7:00. Okay.
But we know Soul Train Awards really would have gave him.
Yeah, and I feel like they're not. About time to get ready to send like Andre Harrell and Betty Wright and Little Richard off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much time has passed. I don't know if they're gonna have this same type of like, what's the word I want to use? Like it's different. Yeah, it's like different when it happens, and then like the BET Awards next month.
Yeah,
it's like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, regular stuff like Hollywood and stuff, and just life. I don't think all that stuff's going back to normal till about 2022. Or 2021, like towards the end, because I mean we already going into June basically. Yeah, and it takes people except Tyler Perry. It takes most people who make movies a very long time, except Tyler Perry.
Because Tyler wrote the script. He's gonna film everything
in 7 days.
Right.
He'll let you know that quick. But yeah, so it's just like I hope. Because we probably won't. The way it's looking, I won't be shocked if we don't get no Soul Train Awards. I mean, Essence Fest is out of there. Right. So, because you can't have crowds that big no more. And honestly, they even want to push crowds like that even further. So it's just, I don't know if people are ever gonna get in this span of time ever get the proper send off, which is sad.
Right. But rest in peace to Andre Harrell. Something that I did catch was Babyface's live going over the greatest
punctual king
soundtrack that to date since we've been alive. Waiting to Exhale.
He said 7:00. He cut his live on at 6:55.
He was. And so y'all people that came on at 8 after he had already been on there for an hour and was like, you forgot Brandy.
And told a story.
No. And he actually, like you said, he went in the sequence of how the songs were played during the movie. So
which shocked me because I was definitely expecting him to do Shoot first and all that stuff. Yeah, but the way he did it in that sequence made sense because it was really nice to end on Shoot and then Count on Me. So he opened the movie up by reading Savannah's opening words, which I enjoyed. He played a clip of Bernadine snapping. I enjoyed that. I don't know. And the fact that it was for Quincy Jones and Quincy Jones passed it to him because Quincy Jones is good and that's not a debate. But it's something about Babyface that I think if Quincy Jones would have did that, we would not have gotten what we got. And the fact that him and Whitney handpicked the people on that goddamn CD. So you had to be the best of the best in that era. Like you had to be able to sing. And honestly, because there were some people who weren't even well known. So you really had to be like, if you were on that album, that means they thought you had some talent. So yeah, it was just, he played the best part of the TLC song because Left Eye was in her bag.
Go. Some toe to toe.
And my favorite part was Tony singing Let It Flow as if it was 1995 again. I'm gonna take my tears away. Yeah, so it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed his live. I was asleep when Beanie Man and the Jamaicans did theirs. But I heard they had a wonderful concert.
Yeah, 112 and Jagged Edge are tonight.
That sounds like it's gonna be a shit show, but
it's gonna be weird.
I'm gonna be there
because Jagged Edge is 56 now. They're no longer 112. I mean, not Jagged Edge. 112 is now 56.
Yeah, and like them coming on saying how they beefing with each other, but the show must go on is just like weird. Because what I've learned, because somebody said this about En Vogue, they was like they don't think En Vogue get they just due because it's not the original four, and it's something about like not having the originals. That if you're a person who liked them in their prime and in their era, I don't want to see two niggas I don't know. It's kind of how I feel about Drew Peele. It's just like, who are these niggas on stage? Who are you people? I just cut it off. Like, never mind. I'll just watch y'all videos. I don't have time.
I'll watch old performances.
Yeah, I don't. Who are y'all? Who are these people?
Right.
Who are these strangers? Yeah.
Right. So
I'm still gonna watch it though. So don't let me deter.
I'm gonna watch it. Because I mean, honestly, like Jagged Edge, they have songs that I like. They have a handful of songs I like, but overall, I liked 112.
Peaches and Cream, Cupid, All Cried Out. Okay, I might rock with 112.
You already know.
I did fuck with that song.
We can do it anyway.
Oh, 112, I might like you a lot.
Go, I
need. Okay, 112.
What is this? Numbers in your pocket.
A win. But you know, that's the one thing I do like about these Verzuz battles. You just sometimes just forget songs, and Verzuz has been like a pleasant reminder. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
And they probably gonna play "Missing You" because you know.
Every step I take. So who Jagged Edge?
Jagged Edge is where the party at, girl.
Let's Get Married.
Yeah.
If they play Let's Get Married in a remix,
they gonna play Promise. I hated Promise.
I ain't really like Promise either. I think they played it a lot.
And
too.
they played that song out.
Is that the one where they in the red suits in the video?
I don't know, because I would change the channel every time I heard do click.
Oh, you Chrissy would cut herself off quick. She don't like Kim.
I hate Kim.
So she be cutting Kim off quick.
Let me not say that, because we might one day meet him, and
I'll be right here singing his song.
I'm not even gonna be able to play that off. Like, I hate him. Who was that when he performed it?
Tony was on tour like 2 years ago, and Kim was in the audience. She got so mad when she realized that Kim was walking down the aisle. She's like, "Why is he here?" It's just like, because he's enjoying the show. What's Kim's song?
I think about it. Man, I was like, man, if I would have been at that show, I would have got up and been like, I want my money back. I didn't come here for this.
I didn't come here for Kim. But ma'am, that's like a special treat. No, it's not. To who?
I want my money back.
To who? But yeah, so shout out y'all. Like I said, we're gonna try our best, but the way TV's looking, you niggas might not see us again.
Right.
Well, y'all got at least 3 more weeks out of us because of Insecure.
Right. And then Greenleaf is coming.
Oh yeah, y'all got us for Greenleaf because we do like church mess.
Yeah, so. But yeah, y'all, so.
Be safe.
Yeah.
Stop going to these coronavirus parties.
Right.
Don't get coronavirus and your ass whooped. It's just.
Right.
My cousin just sent me a video of them fighting in Daytona. Not her fighting, but people fighting in Daytona.
Yes.
Y'all, just be safe.
Yeah, because it's really not worth it.
You're not missing nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, so, but happy Memorial Day weekend.
Hope y'all had a good time. We will see y'all in a couple of weeks. Wash your hands.
Peace out.